everyone, so I've got another video courtesy of Bath & Body Works Fragrance Insiders program. If you don't know, that's a program where they send samples of products to folks who have an online presence, whether it be through blogging or vlogging on YouTube, folks with lots of Twitter followers, anything of the sort, folks that review fragrance or beauty products. So I do lots of home fragrance and candle reviews through Bath & Body Works, so I was added to the program. So I've got free things coming in every once in a while from them. They're super generous with sending a lot of us folks full-size products to review and share our thoughts with you guys, and it's just a lot of fun to see what they come up with. So you may have seen already, I posted the Endless Weekend review, which was a new signature collection across many forms, fragrance that I enjoyed, and this one is the next one. They actually, I think I'm thinking of them, yeah, that's the order, but both of the packages actually arrived for me and I think for many folks on the same day. So I think that the Endless Weekend Trio is probably the first thing that was supposed to be coming, and that arrives, I think, May 12th or 13th. And the next thing actually is a little bit, at this point, perhaps outdated, because I think this was mainly supposed to be on sale this past weekend for Mother's Day. I received my package on Monday after Mother's Day, so I'm not sure if it's still for sale or not, but let's dig in and check it out if you don't know what it is. So again, their attention to detail, their packaging, aside from their generosity, is really nice. They really go above and beyond to make the presentation of this as special as the product. So it's really nice that they, you know, it's something free. They wouldn't have to do that. So if you see here, they were incredibly generous. If you're not familiar, they did a Mother's Day VIP tote that I think they referred to the Getaway Tote. So we can see right here. This is it. I'll get more into this. It was one of the totes that they do where it's, you know, full of products worth, I think, $100, over $100, and they sell the tote with all the products for, in this case, $20 with any $40 purchase. So you spend $40, and for $20 you can purchase this. You can still use coupons. So if you have a $10 off coupon or 20% off coupon, you can use that on top of it. So you know, use that on your $60 off, and so you can get a really nice deal. And it makes a really lovely gift for any Bath & Body Works fan or someone who likes body care, home fragrance, things like that. So let's first go through the card here. So it says, the world's best gifts start here. Bath & Body Works brings you the world's best fragrances with new signature collection body care, the world's best candles, new hand soaps, and so much more. And they've got a few of the recent collections, the World Gardens collection, the Mother's Day 2014 candle, the pink petals, and then this is just the value or the deal of the Getaway Tote. It says, we traveled the world to find the best gifts for mom, with fragrances like Orchids and Pink Amber from Morocco, candles and hand soaps inspired by the French countryside, and Nourishing hand cream inspired by Hawaii. She'll have everything she needs for the perfect Mother's Day. XOXO B&BW Insider Team, and we use the hashtag B&BW Insider. And this is just a note about the program itself, that we love our fragrance insiders. So let's dig into the tote. So we'll review the products. Some of them I've already reviewed before, so I won't have to go too in depth. Some of them may be new to me, and then I'll talk about the tote itself. So let me just actually move this here and put that over there. So let's first look at the tote. It's going to be hard to see this full thing. It's quite large. This is like a beach tote. You could fit quite a lot in this. Actually, let's see here. I'll fold up the handles and I'll lift up the camera here so you can get a better full-size view of what this is before I set this down. So it's a canvas tote, and look at the size of that. That is pretty big, right? I mean, that would hold a lot, especially if it's stretched out. It's like a, let's see here, move this up a little bit, a cream-colored canvas, and then it's got gold sort of gold leaf print painted on it, and then even on the handles, I'm not sure if this is leather. I assume it's probably faux leather, but it feels very nice, like a baseball glove leather, stitched onto the handles. So this is something that I imagine will really kind of last. A lot of times when you get free totes with, you know, fragrance purchases and things like that, you're getting something really, really cheaply made. Not that this tote is, you know, some $80 bag, but it's really nicely made. There's good attention to detail on the zipper pull here. There's again a little bit of that, the leather. It's got a gold, there we go, a gold pull tag. It says Bath & Body Works on there, and then when you open it, look at this. It's got a print. This isn't super soft, but it's not bad. I thought it would be like kind of silky, but it's not. Just a really bright, poppy, floral print in there. Just really sweet, kind of charming, and tons of products. So let's dig out the products. This is just a listing of exactly the ingredients and everything that's in the bag. We start with a bath book, and then all of the gifts. So I will hold these here for a second, and then I'm going to show you again. This is a sizable bag. This goes deep down. I mean, this would hold a lot of stuff. There are no pockets, but what do you expect? It's a free bag. And there's a little tag in here. This is $45. I'm not sure if that's, what is $45, but really nice. Again, it's got the bottom there. Just a really nicely put together thing. For, again, $20 for that and all these products is really, really generous. And it's got a nice presentation to it. Let's get this so you can see better. So it comes with this on top of it. So this is attached, so be careful with it. Let's see. This is their bath sponge or bath hook, which I really like their bath. Thank goodness. Okay, there we go. I really like their bath sponges. They're fairly well made. They've got nice fabric there, and then they're a little bit more textured than some. And it's a lovely kind of exfoliant almost, or exfoliating kind of scrub mixed with a standard scrubby. So I think they retail, they say, for $3.50, and they work really well to suds up the shower gels. So let's see, try to put this back here so we can see that leaning there. Okay, so it's wrapped in cello. Like you see, they wrap their candles and things often for gifts. So what I will do, I'll take everything out and go through it on the side here. Try not to be too loud. And then we'll talk about what's in here. So, it starts with a trio of Morocco, Orchid, and Pink Amber. Now, I reviewed this in the Garden Party Bath & Body Works Insiders video if you want to see my in-depth thoughts on that. But the notes on this one are, it's a lush, lush fantasy of Marrakesh Orchid, succulent apricot, and Pink Amber, sensually wrapped in creamy vanilla and a touch of spiced fig. Which I don't remember reading that when I first read about. Oh, gosh. If you guys could only see, I lightly squeezed the bottle to smell it, and it shot in the air and landed on my shirt. So, be careful when you're opening these. It's nice. It's really sweet, super feminine, great fragrance for mom. That's it. It's floral mixed with a little bit of sweetness. So that's that. You've got that in all three forms. So, let's see here. Oh gosh, this is attached. So it comes in the Morocco Pink, well, all Morocco, Orchid, and Pink Amber. The shower gel, the lotion, this is attached to it. I'll talk about this in a second. Forever Midnight. As well as the Fine Fragrance Mist right there. And again, the value on this is I think $14, $12.50, and $12.50 for that. I believe this is $12.50. Yeah. So you've got the trio, as they commonly refer to this as. So it's lotion, shower gel, and Fine Fragrance Mist. The little attached thing that's glued on there for presentation purposes is their Forever Midnight, which I think at this point most people know and probably enjoy. I'm not going to review that right now, actually. It's it's pretty floral. No, it's floral. I don't remember, to be honest. It's very feminine. But I reviewed that actually in my very first Insiders video, I think maybe back in November or something. So I did actually a pretty in-depth sniff and review of that. If you're curious, if you haven't smelled it and you want to know, check out that video. Then you've got my love, Lavender Blossom Hand Soap from the Provence collection. This is lavender done right. Perfectly floral slash astringent slash herbal slash amazing. Really, really happy to see this. It's a lovely, lovely lavender. And then, as we round out the collection, we've got two more items. I'm just going to set this over here. Okay. Two more items. It's all kind of taped together, stuck together so that it gets pulled out of the bag. It looks good. A tiny little French lavender. Let's see, there we go. French lavender from the Provence collection candle. If you don't know, the notes in this read... Oh, it's just so tiny, gosh. Never-ending fields of lavender are the essence of Provence and are recreated in a transporting blend of wild lavender heightened by a hint of vanilla. Pure, pure, pure. I'm not even going to open it. Pure, beautiful lavender. Burns like a dream. Love it. I have a couple in 3 wicks. And that's a nice little single wick there. And then the last item, which I've not smelled yet, is Wild Passion Flower from the Hawaii collection. It's not in... I don't think it's in body care, maybe in soaps. It could actually just be in soaps and or this hand cream. But this is their Nourishing hand cream, which, let's see here. It says, with moisturizing shea butter and vitamin E, this luxurious hand cream absorbs quickly to leave hands feeling soft, smooth, and nourished. Use after washing your hands or anytime hands need moisture. So Wild Passion Flower. I don't know many of the notes besides this. And let's see here. Whoops. Yeah, it's sweet. It's nice. It's a little floral, but there's a sweetness to that. I dropped the lid, so I'm just going to set it right there. Yeah, so overall, I'd say it's a really nice collection. Super great value. Again, if you purchase it all separately, not using promotions or coupons, you pay, again, as they say, over $100. Really beautiful bag. They've done bags before. I think this is probably the nicest one they've had for years. Not sure, again, if it's still in stores, if it's still, $20 purchase with $40 already spent. Or not, but I would say if so, grab it. It's really nice. Again, a great gift. Could be, a little, graduation gift, or just a happy summer gift. Again, if you're spending $40 on yourself and you want to throw 20 on top and use a coupon, so you're not spending $15 or $10 on this, just give it to someone you love, because it's a nice, fun, brighten your day kind of gift. I'm sure any lady would really appreciate that. So that's what I have to say about that. If you have any questions, hit me up here on facebook.com/TouchTheFireTwice. And until next time, take care.